Hey, I'm back. This is Chandler for Melda Production. Recently, I've been doing lots of videos for MGuitararchitect, and I'm doing these now because it's not released, and I want to make sure there's lots of videos out there for when it is released, and people are thinking like, how do you do this? Hopefully, these videos will be able to answer your questions. And today, I'll be going over how to duck your delays. So someone asked like, how do I get this kind of like ducking delay sound so that way when I'm playing, it's the delays aren't getting in the way, but then when I, not playing so much, they come up. And I'll show you how to do that. In the reverb, it has this nice knob here that does it for you, but you can't do that with a delay, but I'm going to show you how. It's actually fairly easy. So I'm just going to move the cabinet up. Let's hear what this sounds like. Just basic sound. I'm not going to do too much with this because, as I said, it's just a instructional video. It's not on tone. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to add a delay here. Just use our delay here. Now you see it's going to the input here. I don't want that. I want it to go out from the cabinet. So just right click it and choose 1. Perfect. But you see it's going out of input 2. It's okay if you want, but I kind of want to mix these together. I think it's easier to adjust things that way. So what we're going to do is just click here, insert a mixer. And now the mixer is not doing anything, so we're going to right-click it and make sure it takes input 1 and input 2. But you see, the delay is still going out of the output 2, so we're just going to steal input 2. Now everything is going through the mixer. Let's set our delay. Let's set it a little bit long, like 400 something, just so we can hear it. Turn our mix up to 100%. Turn the dry signal down like this, and let's hear it. Now it sounds like our delay is a bit too loud, so let's move it down a bit like this. Now, of course, we could mess with this more and set it however you like. Let's set this to stereo just so we can hear it a little bit more easily. Okay. Now let's get into the ducking. What we need to do is we need to reduce the volume of this delay. So right after the delay, let's take a volume and panorama. And we want to modulate this. So we have it all the way up. Move it all the way down. Okay, that's just me playing manually. It didn't do the delay that time. So as you see, when you turn it off, it doesn't do anything. Now, how are we going to modulate this? What we're going to do is we're going to use the modular in MGuitararchitect. So if we move this meters and utilities, we have utilities here. Just click here to expand it, and we have mod 1. So what we're going to do is just click clear and learn. Move the volume all the way up, all the way down here, and then we can just click here to turn it on. But you see what it's doing? It's an LFO. You see it's going up and down. We don't want that. Now, if you want to, you can do cool things with this. We can make it slower like this or faster, but we actually don't want to use this at all. What we want to do is use another one of these. We have pitch, random, envelope, and follower. We want to use follower. So we're going to go here. Make sure that you actually have the right parameter here. In this case, it's volume and pan, volume. And we have it going from 0 to 0, actually silence to 0.0 dB. What I want to do here is I want to check the levels first. So I'm going to play a chord, I guess just an E chord, and I'm going to hit it hard and set the level max to wherever it goes. You'll actually be able to see it here. So as I'm playing, you can see, oh, that's where the level is. So let's play an E chord loud. It seemed about here. So this is going to be the level that triggers maybe 0.01. Now we'll do level minimum. Let's try here. This is a level where I just wanted to stop playing. In this case, if we look here, the volume and panorama here, one problem you're seeing is like, wait a second, this is backwards. Now, when I'm playing something, or when I'm not playing anything, it's off. And when I play something, it turns on. We want the opposite. So I want to invert this like this. So now play. But if you notice, if I keep playing, after I get done, that's when it comes out, which is what we want. Now we can adjust the attack here. We can move it down if I think I want it a little bit faster, and we can also, or I can, move it up if I want, but I think it's faster is better in this case. I can also adjust the RMS length. I actually don't like that at 10, but you can do whatever you want. And we can make the release longer, shorter, and we can also add a hold. So play with these to get the exact type of sound you want. And another thing is, if you find that like, there's lots of low sounds that are triggering this and I don't like it, or like maybe it's being triggered by like string squeaks, we can adjust the bandpass and we can hopefully get something better that way. So another thing you might want to do is, if I look like, let's say I'm playing this really hard, it's going all the way to silence, and you may not want that. I may want it to be ducked a bit, but you don't want it to completely get rid of the delays. So we can move this value here up. So like, let's say -20. There we go, and that might sound better to you. So let's hear it now. And hopefully that's what you want. I saw here this actually went a little bit higher, so maybe I can move this up a little bit. But set this however you want for your own song. And as I said, you can do this with other things. So right now I have it with a delay, but let's say I wanted to do this with something else, like maybe a chorus. So make sure the chorus is going into our cabinet here. Let's turn this off for a second. Set our chorus up, and let's see if we can hear it. There we go. And if I turn this back on with the mod, you can hear the chorus kind of coming through as it decays. So in this case, you don't need this ducking button in the reverb. With this technique, you can use the ducking with chorus, delay, whatever you want. The possibilities are, anything you can imagine. And so hopefully this gave you some ideas of what you can do with this ducking feature and using the modulators. And in the future, maybe I'll show some other things, because there's actually a lot you can do here. But if you have any questions, leave those down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and be sure to check out all the other plugins at meldaproduction.com. Till next time, see you.